Hey there everybody, my name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb. We tell you the facts, not fluff. Today we're taking a look at a new rifle from Crosman. This is the Crosman AK1. It's an AK-47 looking variant. This is a select fire BB rifle. It means it's semi-automatic and fully auto. Very, very cool new gun. Let's get into it. So before we get started, I want to let you know that this video is brought to you by Pyramid Air. They've been a supporter of AirgunWeb and gosh, what I've been doing for many, many years. In fact, they were some of the guys right at the very beginning. So definitely want to say thank you. I'm very happy that they're still part of that AirgunWeb family many, many years later. So let's go ahead and get started here. This is the Crosman, like I said, the AK1. This is a, it looks like an AK-47. And what we have here is we have a like a cast receiver under here, and it's sort of shrouded in a pretty nice plastic cover. So this is not like that cheap feeling plastic that you would get and go, ugh. This has actually got a really nice, more composite feel than the cheap plastic kind of feel that you may be expecting. It's got some great weight to it. When you pick this up out of the box, you can tell you're holding something substantial. When you go ahead and add the mag of the CO2, you really know you're holding something that's just not a cheap toy. It really feels decent. So some of the features we got here just on the aesthetics, we do have a foldable stock. Okay, now I do wish that in this folded sort of kind of this, I wish it would lock into place when folded. It doesn't, so it sort of just flops there. It's not my favorite thing, but most of the time we're going to be running it like this. It is adjustable so that you can get a nice pull length. We do have rails on the top here, so you can add optic, like a red dot or something like that. The open sights, I was very, very pleased with the open sights. Sometimes on these, like these are adjustable for elevation but not windage. And I've found on occasion that sights like this will be way off left to right, so you're doing Kentucky windage. These were dead nuts straight, so that was pretty cool. All I needed to do was just adjust my elevation here, and I could get this thing dialed in pretty well. So that's pretty cool. We'll get to the accuracy part here in just a minute. Some of the other features we have, this is a, if you want to replace this grip with a different grip, you can do that. We've got some metal parts here. It is blowback, so this guy right here will cycle when you fire, and this is metal. Our selector is metal. Our trigger is metal. This little part here, which is mag release, is metal. So you do have some metal components going on here, which is pretty nice. Obviously, this stock back here, this is also metal. So you got these sort of critical components that are metal, which is good. That means theoretically you should have some really good durability over the long term with this. The magazine is also very nice. We're talking about a plastic shell, but let me open it up here. It's all cast on the inside, and it's done very, very well. So you've got the two CO2 ports here, and you've got the tool here that lets you go ahead and kind of secure those CO2, pierce them, and then you're all charged and ready to go. Now, it's a little chilly out here today, so we are going to do some crony tests, but I do want to say that we're probably not even 60 degrees out here. CO2 is not going to like that. Ideally, you want to be in that 70s, 80 range, It's a beautiful day today, but it is a little bit on the chilly side. So when we get to that part, give it a little bit of a grace. We'll hopefully, maybe we can circle back around with this sometime in the summer months and see what it can do in like ideal conditions. But let's take a look at how all of this goes together. Before we do that, I'm going to start my other camera so you guys get a nice down shot of what goes on here. And then we'll get this set up and we'll do some shooting because I know that's what you guys want to see. All right, let's go ahead and get into this part of it. So this is your mag well. So this obviously is going to drop right in there. But before we do that, let's go ahead and load up our magazine. I am using just CO2 that I like. Technically, it's all the same, but I actually find that the Umarex CO2s puncture a little bit easier, just my preference. Also, I'm using the Precision Ground Umarex BBs. The Daisy Avanti BBs are also very good. The BBs I really don't like, and to be fair, I really haven't tried them in years, so maybe they've changed, but for many, many years when I was trying to shoot the Crosman Copperheads, they're sort of a brass coated. The coating wasn't great, and they would rust very quickly. Maybe they've changed that, I don't know. But for me, I really like either the Daisy Avanti or the Precision Ground Umarex BBs. Either way, I like a zinc coated so we don't get any rust and crud in your gun. That can foul things up. You don't want that. All right, so real quick, we'll just start from scratch here. Okay, so there's your magazine. All right, you can get additional magazines, which is great, especially when you want to go rapid fire, because this is full auto. You burn through a full auto mag, and you've really kind of depleted your CO2 pressure because it's now very, very cold. But if you have more mags, you can drop the mag, throw in a new mag, and go right to it, let the other one recover. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this up. We'll pop this open. So you can use some silicone on the tip. You can also use some Crosman Pelgan oil. We've done that recently. I'm not going to do it again here, but either one of those works just fine. And that helps keep your gun lubricated. So we'll go ahead and put these in. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pierce this one back here away from the curve and get that to seal up. So we'll start with this one here. It's a funny little thing. All right, so we have to go this way. All right, so go like this. All right, that's that one. And then this one. All right, so we're all sealed up. Very, very cool. Put our cover on. Now, this is one of the things I love about this mag, because they really thought about us. We're going to be loading this all the time, tons and tons and tons and hundreds of BBs. So we want to make this super easy for folks, right? A lot of times with guns like this, they don't really think about that. Crosman really put some time and energy into, let's make this super easy for people to load. So let me show you how this works. We're going to go ahead and pull this down, and it locks right into place. So now we just have a nice open port here. All right, so it's a 28 round magazine, so not 30, it's 28. And now we get to go shoot this thing. So I think we'll rearrange the cameras and we'll go put this thing on target, see what it does. Be right back. Go ahead and get ready to shoot. We've got our magazine, we've got our rifle. All right, that's got to lock in. Make sure that this gets fully seated. If not, the gun won't cycle and won't fire. We've got our select fire. All the way up is safe, all the way down is semi, and up one notch is full auto. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Now I'm about 20 feet away. Let's see. I'll take my first shot and just see where my sights are. I was playing with this, so I may have to adjust my elevation. Again, we're dealing with a BB rifle, smoothbore. So 20 feet, 15, 20 feet is about all you're going to get for like decent accuracy. After that, it starts getting crazy. Also, it shoots about 350, 360 feet per second. So a slower velocity and smoothbore, I mean, this is accuracy by volume, but up close, it could be very, very fun. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got semi-automatic. Yeah, cock it. A little low. Another low. May need to bring it up a little bit. Okay. There we go. And we're out. So when you're done, it locks into place, which is cool. It locks open. That's a pretty good target right there, guys. I mean, that's just me, open sights, shooting freehand. Obviously, if you want to get fancy and put it on a bench or maybe put it on a bipod, you could probably get some pretty decent accuracy out of it that way. But really, this gun is about just blowing stuff up, right? I mean, this is about just having a ton of fun with something that can go full auto. And speaking of full auto, I think we need to go full auto. Be right back. All right, so here we go. Just like that, we're all locked in. It's all latched, we're on safe here. Now we're on full auto. Put a round in it. Here we go. And that's it. Just that quick. It's over pretty fast, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty daggum fast how quickly this thing dumps that mag. But you can see, I mean, actually is somewhat easy to control, even on full auto. I mean, it's spread out a little bit, but gosh, it was full auto. Let's go grab that camera. We're gonna wrap things up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. The Crosman AK1 Select Fire Semi-Auto, Full Auto BB Rifle. Look, it's a ton of fun. You're gonna burn through CO2 like crazy. You're gonna go through a ton of BBs, but that's why you buy it. I mean, that's why you get something like this. It looks super cool. The build quality is really, really decent. Okay, if there's a couple things on this that are maybe not quite as nice as I wish they had been, some of the seams, you know, with the pieces that these sort of faux pieces that are supposed to mimic like the receiver release and those kind of things, that could have been done better. Also, you know, if you're going to put a muzzle brake like this on here, maybe don't. This is probably the weakest looking part of the whole gun, is this thing right here. I don't like it. Feels kind of cheap and plasticky, and frankly, you know, if you're going to give us a threaded muzzle, go ahead and just make it 1/2 UNF for us that want to be crazy and do other things with this just for giggles. Make it easy for us to do that. But, you know, those kind of things aside, those few little things, it's pretty nice. So I actually have already had a ton of fun with this. I've shot probably 1,000 some odd BBs, if not more, out of it already. Probably a lot more, really. You know, this is I probably shot at least 1,000 plus. I do love the blowback action. I love the fact that it locks open. I like you know, you can get additional magazines. I like the folding stock, even though, you know, it's a little floppy when it's like that. That could be better too. But all in all, it's been a really fun gun to shoot, and it's more accurate than I would have expected it to be, even when you're ripping full auto. So here we are. That's like me trying, just free holding at like 20 feet or so. And this is just grip it and rip it full auto. So it's not that different. Obviously that's much better, but really all in all, just a fun gun. So if you guys like this kind of thing, you like the military look, you like sort of the rugged feel, love to go full auto, take a look at the Crosman AK1, kind of a very cool air gun. If it's your cup of tea, you might really like it. My name's Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.